just a little bit of a crease and a good gain on first down.
Give him 4 on the tote. It'll be 2nd and 6. Again, double wideouts near side. Tight end is Carson on the far side, and Pitt will call. Griffin is the fullback. Stafford now the tailback, I think. Let's check that. They give it to Griffin on an opener, and he barrels out over the 43-44 to the 45-yard line, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about a long yard. Griffin from the fullback slot shot right up the middle that time, showed good starting quickness, and it'll bring up 3rd and a yard and a half.
Griffin, no question, the home run hitter on this offense, 8.4 yards per carry. Stafford, though, the plugger, about 5 yards a shot, and he really runs hard.
Wideouts left and right, Lebanon. Broken play. Pitt's going to get 2-3 yards out of it. Punch it out near the 48-yard line. They mark it at the 47, where it will be maybe first down, and I think it is. I believe the Blue Devils have it.
Quarterback keeper, Pitt right up the middle, right behind the block of Chris Hicks and Chris Bain. Just wedge zone blocking, trying to move those guys out of there. And Lebanon with the second first down of the football game.
Okay, this started back at our 22, and we've punched it out now to the 47-yard line, picking up a couple of first downs in the process. Zachary and C goes to the wide side of the field, which is right. Blue Devils on the left hash mark, moving to your left as you listen in. Pitt with a quarterback, Lebanon with a broken play, and running, and the quarterback turned around to hand it to the fullback, and they ran together, and the loss is going to be about 5 on the play.
John, fortunate we didn't lose the football, as either the fullback or the quarterback opened up the wrong way.
Didn't have much opportunity, Tommy. They basically did a big hug back there, just exchanged the ball between the two, and Griffin fell to the ground. So not much going on that play.
Double wideouts to the right. Carson in tight on the left. Pitt will call. Griffin, your fullback. Stafford, the tailback, and Stafford will get the call. He's got a little hole. Crosses the 45 back to the 46-yard line. Gets about 3.5 of those 4 lost yards back, and it will bring up a 3rd down now and about 11 for the Blue Devils at their own 46.5-yard line.
John, you were down there on the field during pregame some. Chris Stafford still has what looks like a boxing glove on that right hand. How's he able to hold on?
Tommy, he's basically grabbing the ball with both hands and kind of shielding the ball with that big cast he's got. So he's doing a good job of hanging on. I'm impressed that he can catch the ball with that big thing on his hand.
Tressler and C now split wide to the right on a 3rd and 11. Probably a passing situation for the Blue Devils. Pitt will call, and Pitt is back to throw. Looks, he's got time. Lots of time. Firing over the middle. Intercepted and dropped. Boy, he had C, but number 6 made a great defensive play. That's Devon Cleveland, who you'll hear at the quarterback controls in a moment for Shelbyville, making the defensive play to keep a great pass reception from happening to Ron C down at about the 40.
Well, if there's one thing encouraging about that play is that Damon Pitt had plenty of time to throw the football. He was able to look to the secondary receiver. It looked like Tressler running the rail route on the sideline was the primary. He went to C, incomplete. Tressler will kick it away, and deep to return is Todd Murray.
Murray, a dangerous returner. He's the only one back. They after it, and Tressler gets it out of there. Not a pretty thing, but it's going to take 11 and roll over the 25 inside the 20 down to the 18-yard line. So Tressler actually got a good roll on that and makes it a pretty decent kick.
Terry Stafford, what about that kick?
With the roll, Tommy, from the Lebanon 47, it rolls dead at Shelbyville's 18. That's where Shelbyville will take over with 6:01 left in the first quarter.
And here's a note. Shelbyville blocked 2 punts last week in that win against Laverne. They believe they can block punts, and that's something we're going to have to be careful about.
They wanted that one awfully bad. All right, first look at the Shelbyville offense. Devon Cleveland, a 6'2", 170-pound junior, and we've got a jam pile up in the middle of the thing, and not a lot of gain out of that. Lebanon stops it for no gain, and I think the call was to halfback Mike Scott, a 5'8", 185-pound senior. Lebanon just jammed that up. He might have got a yard.
Shelbyville, although they line up in a wing T type look, they don't run a lot of the wing T type plays that we saw last week against Mount Juliet, although they've got that film, and you got to figure they might put them in.
All right, quarterback keeper Cleveland back to throwing long down the field, dropped. He hit his big tight end, big number 84, Brian Cruz, right in the hands. The pass was a little bit high, but a very catchable ball, and Cruz just dropped it behind the Lebanon linebackers.
The bootleg pass, they fake the sweep. The quarterback, Cleveland, takes it on the half roll. He looked for Cruz coming across on the drag route. He was open but dropped the football. It looked like it hit him in a bad spot, right smack in the hands. And Shelbyville with some new personnel in that backfield. They like to play a lot of people. Jerry Martin is now your fullback.
3rd and 9 for the Eagles, and they give it. And coming to the near side, breaks a tackle and then stops, and Lebanon is able to capitalize on him. And I don't know why he stopped, but he had Charles Gaunt had some running room there and just all of a sudden stopped and waited for the Lebanon tackler to get to him.
Well, he did have some room, Clyde. They started him on that buck sweep action to the near sideline, and he just kind of put a little hesitation move on, and he who hesitates on that particular play is lost because Lebanon's white jersey just snowed him under.
So the Blue Devil defense rises and stops them. They gain 4 yards in 3 tries, and now Shelbyville will kick it away. Martin will do the punting. Lebanon double safeties. That is Tressler and Griffin, and here is the left-footed kicker. Not a good punt, but it's going to take a Shelbyville bounce, roll over the 45, over the 40, and out of bounds at about the Lebanon 36-yard line. And the Blue Devils will get the football back with 4:26 to play in the opening period. There is no score here in Shelbyville.
Terry Stafford, what about that kick for Martin?
Martin's kick rolls out of bounds at the Lebanon 36. That's good for 40 yards, and that's where Lebanon takes over at their own 36.
So Lebanon loses a little bit in the change of possession, but Lebanon's got to feel good about a couple of things they saw, at least in the early going. The pass protection was excellent for Damon Pitt, and we were able to get Griffin and Stafford into the running game a little bit. Let's see what's up Bob Dillard's sleeve right here.
Wideouts left and right, and Pitt will call. Pitt going to take it and hand it to Stafford, and Stafford's got some room. He barrels out over the 40, maybe to the 41, got nearly 4.5 on the carry for Stafford, and that little kid continues to run hard even with that gas, Tommy.
Well, that's a lot of courage, Clyde. I saw him at school, and he's only got a couple of metal clips. Oh, I say only a couple of metal clips, but some metal clips on that thumb. On Thursday, he goes for that cast every week, and they've got about half of the cast he had last week, and they feel like he'll have even less of a cast this time next week.
Hankins and Tressler are the wideouts this time. Lebanon needs 6. It's 2nd and 6 for the Blue Devils. And Lebanon going to jump, and now I think Shelbyville jumped, then Lebanon jumped, and I believe this may go against the Blue Devils. As a guard looked like on this side jumped, and it will be against the Blue Devils, and it will bring up a 2nd down and 11 now.
Look like a couple of Blue Devils in motion just prior to the snap. We changed the snap cadence, and it fooled us. And we're the guys that got caught with the penalty. 5-yard mark off against the Blue Devils. Zachary comes into the game. Jason Hankins leaves for the Blue Devils.
Lebanon now going to bring Zachary and C to the near side. Tressler is going out of the ball game. And they shoot that linebacker. Firing out to Ron C. Near side complete at the 40. C's loose. Got a little running room. Over the 45. Dives out to the 48-yard line. 1st down. Had C not run into his own man who was trying to block for him, and that's all, he would have maybe got some more yardage on that play.
Well, a good job by the quarterback, Damon Pitt. Shelbyville comes with a blitz. They bring that cover linebacker, number 8, Jerome Williams. They brought him on a full all-out blitz. Damon scrambles across his body to his left and finds Ron C. curled up out here for the nice pass and run, Terry.
All the way out to the Lebanon 48. That was good for 13 yards and a 1st down for Lebanon.
Blue Devils now, wideouts left and right. Pitt again rolling to the right, in trouble. It gets away. Pitt got some room. 45, 50. Pitt to the 45, lowers his shoulder, bangs down to the 41-yard line. 1st down, Lebanon. Pitt, they flushed him out of the pocket, and the big guy come to the near side, and it looks like he's holding his shoulder a little bit funny, but I guess I'm just seeing things. It doesn't seem to be now.
Well, there's 2 things that can happen when you blitz the quarterback. And, well, in fact, really, there's 3 things. You can sack him, or you lock up man coverage on the secondary, or he can break containment and hurt you with a run. Shelbyville once again came with a blitz. Damon danced out of trouble. Terry, good run from scrimmage.
11 more yards and another 1st down for Lebanon. They're now on Shelbyville's 41.
2.5 minutes to play in the opening period. There's no score. Lebanon trying to put on a drive. Pitt will call. Pitch back to Griffin. Griffin gets a block. Shakes one man, slides outside, gets away from another, and then the blocking breaks down, and he's going to lose about a yard on the play. A long 15-yard run to lose 2.
Griffin trying the right side on the toss sweep. We pull Kenneth Nelson, the right guard, trying to get him out in front, but Shelbyville brought a lot of blue jerseys across the line of scrimmage and got Joel running east and west rather than north and south, and Joel lucky to get what he did out of the football play.
Second down and 12, or yeah, I'll call it second and 12 from the 43-yard line of Shelbyville. Lebanon just in Eagle territory. There is no score. Quarter drawing to a close with a minute 43. Wideouts left and right. Tressler to the near side. C to the far side. Quick handoff up the middle, and here goes the fullback. And that's little number 35. Got good yardage over the 40. Down inside the 37 to maybe the 36-yard line. They think they're going to put it at the 37. So the carry was by
Brian Reeves on that carry.
There we go.
Had Reeves, the sophomore fullback, in there. Now he stays in the game, and Griffin goes back to tailback.
And it'll be third down and 7 for the Blue Devils. Pitt makes the call. Pitt going to give it to Griffin, and Griffin is going to cross the 35 to the 34. And it will bring up a third and short, and I'm sure the Blue Devils will want to go for it here. It's going to be fourth and about 3 for the Blue Devils, but they're inside the, well, they're going to mark it back at the 35-yard line now.
Well, we've got a play in our arsenal called no play, run the play. Try to draw them offside, reset if they don't jump, and then run the football play. Clock running down inside 30 seconds now at the end of the first quarter.
C to the near side, Zachary to the far side, and Lebanon's offense will work with a fourth, call it 4th and 4 for the Blue Devils at the Shelbyville 35. And again, they try to shoot that linebacker, and Pitt going to raise up now and take a timeout. Doesn't like what he sees. Blue Devils will take timeout here. 18 seconds in the first period. There is no score. We'll be back in.
Hello, I'm Laura Pack, a senior varsity football cheerleader at Lebanon High School. We are here with the First United Methodist staff to thank them for their support and present to them this Blue Devil football souvenir.
First Church would like to wish the Blue Devils a successful season.
We invite you to our Sunday school and worship services.
Come see us in our new Family Life Center opening this fall.
Go Big Blue!
You will, fourth down and about 4 to go for the first.
And here come the Blue Devils. C to the near side, and Zachary to the wide side. Pitt with the call, and Pitt back to throw. Fires, he's got a man, and Griffin's got the first down. I think he just barely beat the yard marker and was knocked out of bounds. It'll be about a 4-yard pass. Terry, that one ought to be easy to figure.
That's pretty easy, Clyde. That's exactly what we needed, so that'll be a first down for Lebanon.
John, he didn't get much beyond the stick.
Well, if he didn't fumble it out of bounds, he wouldn't have got the first down, Tommy. The ball was actually knocked out of his grip. It went in front of the flag. They marked it perfectly. First down, Blue Devils. This sideline report has been brought to you by Automotive Wheel Services, featuring Bridgestone tires. The next revolution in tires. Call 444-LINE.
All right, Blue Devils, probably the last play of the quarter. No score. They hand it off to Reeves, and the fullback blasts up the middle, goes over the 25, down to the 24, near the 23-yard line, and this guy's running like a fullback.
Brian Reeves really making himself at home at fullback for Lebanon. He's worked his way into the lineup with the injury to Stafford. That's going to be the end of the first period.
Cheerleader, and we're here with J.R. Hobbs & Sons Realty to award them a Blue Devil souvenir for their support of the Lebanon High School football team.
On behalf of J.R. Hobbs & Sons Realty and Auction Company, I'd like to wish the Lebanon Blue Devils a Clinic Bowl season.
Go Big Blue!
From Shelbyville, Lebanon, and the Golden Eagles of Shelbyville. No score after one period. And Terry, we've at least generated some first downs so far in this football game, something that were very few and far between for us last week.
We struggled on offense a little bit last week, Tommy. We've already picked up 5 first downs. We did that in the first quarter. This drive itself started at the Lebanon 36. We're all the way down to the Shelbyville 23, and we've done it with a good combination of running and throwing the football.
Damon Pitt has looked awfully sharp back there.